Oh, I'm still going at it. We're back in the mass automation land. It's been a minute, but yeah, we're back at it. Mass automation. I am currently working on primarily cooling systems, but the entirety of advanced aluminum as a whole. We are working on fused modular frames, heat sinks, cooling systems, and turbo motors, all in one big group. However, right now I'm primarily working on getting the cooling systems done. So this should be everything already put down. I think these are all the machines that are going to be required unless we run out of aluminum, as well as heat sinks because they are required. So we're going to knock out cooling systems and heat sinks today. Either in the next episode or the next 2 episodes, we will knock out turbo motors and fused modular frames, because these are going to be a big pain because of the heavy modular frames. But once that's done with, we're basically home free. This has actually taken quite a while, and it's part of the reason why it's probably been about 3 weeks since I have recorded the previous episode, is because of how much new infrastructure I'm having to build. Because obviously a lot of the stuff, like the resource nodes we've been using, have been directly under or rather nearby the base, or somewhere where it won't matter if the belts are an absolute mess. So I'm having to build a lot of new infrastructure. All of this is for 1100 copper per minute, and these aren't Mark 6, so these are going to have to be upgraded later anyways. Because we don't have Mark 6 belts yet, obviously. So I'm having to spend a lot of time doing little things that I haven't had to do before. On top of that, I've slowed down a little bit for the sake of my own sanity. Because as of tomorrow, it's going to have been about 220 game hours straight of me just doing Satisfactory. Count on top of that, editing hours, and I've probably spent just 300 hours of just pure Satisfactory grind over the last exactly 2 months. So yeah, I have slowed down a bit, and I have been playing some other things as well. Like I played BeamNG this morning. But yeah, it's the reason I've been pushing this hard is because I wanted to get 1.0 done with. But 1.0 obviously is at the end of the game. I've never been this far in the game, in a sense. I have never automated cooling systems before, because it was unnecessary. But yeah, if weekly uploads stop, you know it's because these are taking longer than a week. The lighting here is actually unironically pretty cool right now. I've never seen this particular shade of like a bluish tint. It makes the lights on the machines look really good though. Still, I'm over here trying to get the stuff to make the stupid Mark III miners, because obviously we don't have turbo motors automated, so that was a pain. Also, something I discovered, I have no idea if this is new or not, but if you click in the crafting menu, it makes a like thunk sound. It doesn't do it in the inventory, but on machines it does. Little details like that make this game great. I have no idea if it's new. It probably is, because I've never noticed it before. But, you know. How are we doing on power? Okay, yeah, the plants are starting to have issues, which is understandable because I forgot to underclock them to 240. Also, I hear you. I know. The base, I will do another building episode once we're done with advanced aluminum. So once we're done with this automation I will finish all the walls and pillars for at least up to where the hub is. And then we'll get on to tier 9 and all that stuff, because after I'm done with the walls, I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break. Just before we get into tier 9 stuff, and then after that we're gonna do the final sprint of the game, and I don't know, we'll see what there is to offer. Alright, well, this is going to fire up as I do that, which is all good and dandy. This is all backlogged already. Alright, let's hippity hop and go to the oil and nuclear to stabilize the grid, even though it's not even that unstable. Also, yes, I have indeed been hit with the accidental respawn of every single item in the game, so I'm gonna take advantage of it because I already have basically all of them that I'm going to need to complete the game. But that's up to you if you want to take advantage of it. Where certain Mercy spheres and stuff, especially in zones that were built in, have been reset. And it happens every update anyway, so it's inevitable that it's going to happen eventually. More often than not, every major update resets something accidentally. Like update 8 reset every single thing on the map. Whether that be hard drives, slugs, anything. Because obviously engine change. Although it is good to know that we have luminous solution problems. There's quite a significant excess. Expected bauxite to be the choke because this bauxite is probably still on Mark 4. Yes, it is. Yeah, I am actually going to fix that right now. I'm also going to fix the miner if it's not already Mark 3. Alright, that is that taken care of. This bauxite is going to sort itself out. Out of curiosity, I want to check the hard drive over here, see if that reset. But yeah, only thing that's going to be left to do here is hook up the ingots to the train station, probably. You're back, which is fine. No, okay, this hard drive did not reset. So hit or miss results with the respawn thing. It's funny because this kind of production line is going to ramp up by ramping up. You know, those aren't running fully because this isn't running fully, and this isn't running fully because that's not running fully. And that's not running fully because this isn't running fully, and this isn't running fully because neither of anything is running fully yet. You know, it's an infinite loop of everything that speeds up speeds everything up. Kind of thing. Alright, that is the nuclear power plants set to 240% done with. But for the fun of it, I want to go check on the waste storage, and then after that, that's going to be all of the chores done for today. Alright, as we slowly crawl up on this waste storage, I am not sure what to expect. I'm hoping no more than like 3. Okay, yeah. Still, 56,000 waste already. That's a pretty good chunk, considering I have no plans on doing plutonium anytime soon. And this has been running for maybe 10, 20 hours if I'm being generous. This holds like 1 million, I think. So, we're still good at 50k. But if we start getting to halfway, we're probably going to have a problem. Keep in mind that's 50,000 in about, let's say, 20 hours, with 3 out of the 40 possible plants running. Alright, we've got aluminum ingots and copper now hooked up, which might be the end of it. Is it? I don't know. Which I think means heat sinks. Yes, it seems so. Okay, and then this is merged and merges into this, which goes up into the splitters, into the blenders. Are we done? I think, yes, we're done. Hold on. Cooling systems. Finally. That took an impressive amount of work. That was actually pretty hard, but I enjoyed it. It was actually enjoyable. So that's cooling systems and heat sinks taken care of. So now we only have turbo motors and fused modular frames, which will be a problem for another video. However, we've got the current problem of having to get these two things, obviously, up to the storage room. Apparently the surface is too uneven. Alright, and on that note, that is this video done with. got a good couple of cooling systems, and as well as heat sinks going into the storage. We've still got turbo motors to do, as well as fused modular frames, which are both going to be an absolute blast. We've still got a bit of an aluminum shortage problem, but I'm at a point where I can't do much about it until we get Mark 6 belts, which is coming. Actually, I should probably mention I have started working on the project parts. We've got the first two done with. Just the last two need the parts we're currently trying to automate. But I've got the 500 whatever the hex and the 500 magnetic field generators.